So, how is it going, everyone? Welcome back to some more I Wanna Be the Boshy, hopefully without any technical difficulties like on the previous stream. But, you know, I think I have worse things to worry about, like for example the fact that I have a boss in front of me, which is none other than Mr. Mega Man. That is a complete pain in the ass. So I've been thinking, and maybe I feel like a smarter thing to do, at least to, you know, kind of like ease my mind, I guess I should say, is actually trying to get the secrets on World 1. Because if I have to try this fight for a lot longer, I'm gonna end up losing my mind, so might be a good idea to, you know, search for the secrets. But I still want to try a couple of times before I do that. Also, I changed the keys. Yes, I did. Although I have the feeling that using Quadric is not gonna take me anywhere. Because even if he can actually damage Mega Man, I don't feel like I can consistently beat that flying ring thrower Robot Master. And that's ultimately what's making me retry so many times that fight. And that's a fight that Ryu barely struggles with. But then you have to remember that Ryu's sprite is pretty fucked up and it's really hard to see the actual hitbox of the character. So obviously, as I always say, it's a trade-off, right? You trade the ability to shoot bigger bullets basically for the ability of, you know, not really seeing your hitbox as well. Basically what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, it makes sense, but it's still kinda fucked how hard it is to see where you are with Ryu. So that's the only thing holding me back and not picking him. Especially because this is one of those fights that has pretty tiny bullets, right? So if you make a mistake, it's a lot easier to make said mistake with Ryu than it is to make it with someone like Quadric or maybe Boshy or whatever character that is tiny size, right? Because you can actually see the hitbox obviously way better, so you don't have to worry about that. And even if you can kinda see where the hitbox is, like you can kinda memorize it, the real problem is that you have to be able to see it in moments where you barely have any time to stop and think, like on moments that you need to know where the hitbox is immediately. So that's pretty much the biggest problem. And that's basically one of the problems with this part of the fight. You barely have time to react when you get shot like that. But the thing is, if you don't constantly shoot, your damage is really low. As you can see there, I shoot all the time and I didn't even get to halfway. Like basically the health of that boss is right here. This thing that you see right here is basically the health. Wait. Damn, I'm dropping frames again. Holy shit. Seems that no matter what ISPs are gonna be trash, huh? Hey Tristan, how is it going? Thanks. Welcome back as well. And welcome back to the shitty internet too. You know, You might not want shitty internet, nobody wants it, but it's always there. It's always there looking at you, like, from above, right? It's looking down on you and it's like, you thought you were free of me? No, you're not free of me. And they are right, I'm not free of this shitty internet, but that's fine. I think I have bigger problems to worry about right now than shitty internet, which is this boss fight. This boss fight is pretty hard. Although I think that for variety's sake and also for my mental health sake, I feel like I should be starting to look for the World 1 secrets. The World 1 secrets, which, well, obviously are on World 1, and are basically the only secrets that I haven't picked up yet that are in a previous world, right? Well, I guess you can make an exception for that World of Warcraft secret in this world, but that one seemed to be pretty hard, so I think I'm leaving that one for later. But yeah, I think the best idea here is to just go to World 1. What do you think? I mean, just to make it a little more different, right? I mean, after all, I know that watching the same shit over and over again can get tired. And thankfully right now we have another choice, which is that one. But yeah, maybe what you want, cause a pirate is free, but I'm not a pirate. After all, this game is free anyways, so it's impossible to pirate. Well, I guess you could say that the sprites and music are pirate, and you will be right, technically. But I think that's a pretty big gray zone. Like a big ass gray zone. Because technically, when you think about it, all of the shit that you're seeing on screen is pretty much pirate, right? Like, this is from another work that technically you're not paying for, but it's being used as if it was from the game. So I guess you have a point. You kinda have a point. But yeah. I'm surprised. Well, actually, you know, there's something pretty funny about this. You know, on the original I Wanna Be the Guy, right? There is a section that you ride a minecart, right? You ride a minecart, and at some point there are these bullet bills, right? You know, those enemies from Mario that basically are black bullets with a face, right? The funny thing is that in Twitch the replay of that video was muted because of the sound effect that those bullet bills make. A sound effect that is barely audible, by the way. It's barely, you know, recognizable. Has been muted because basically Nintendo owns the right to that little sound that bullet bill does when it gets fired. Can you believe that? Because honestly, I wouldn't believe it. But sadly it happened. So, as much as I don't wanna believe it, it's there. Okay, what's the deal here? I'm still trying to think where should I dodge that? And I can't think of anything useful. Like, I understand the pattern, but I don't understand where I should go. But yeah, that's pretty much Nintendo. Like, of all the things that you could copyright, like for example, let's say you copyright Mario's World 1 music, right? That's understandable. It's a music that is highly recognizable and it's owned by Nintendo, right? It makes sense, you wanna copyright that, that's fine. But to copyright a sound that is barely any different from any other of the sounds of that era, because we're talking about 8-bit era right there, and you wanna copyright that, like, Shimon, bro, like, how are you gonna do that? But they do it somehow. I mean, props to the algorithm for actually recognizing that sound. I think that's the hardest part, right? Because you can say, oh, Nintendo is a scummy for copyrighting that all you want, but I feel like the most funny and unbelievable thing is that there is an actual algorithm that recognizes that sound as the bullet bill sound. So it's just amazing. I feel like that's even more amazing than the fact that they are copyrighting it. Well, I mean, both things are just as outstanding, but I feel like the later one is even more funny. And it doesn't even, as I said before, it doesn't even sound like a distinct sound. It sounds like just a generic 8-bit sound effect that you will find on any game of the age, right? That's because Nintendo is trash. Well, I don't know if I can agree on that, but I can agree that Nintendo copyright, the way they handle copyright, is trash. That's something that I can probably agree with. Like, honestly, the way they handle copyright is just wrong. Like, it doesn't benefit anyone. I mean, honestly, why would they benefit themselves from having a bad image? Because the only thing that they are doing by making those ridiculous copyright decisions is basically having a bad image to the public. It's not like they are really losing money if they don't do that. Quite the contrary, I will say. But then again, you really can't blame Nintendo that much, because a lot of copyright laws are so stupid that basically, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not a lawyer and I don't know anything about laws, but sometimes when you have copyright to something but you don't defend it actively, like let's say that someone uses your song and you don't claim it, basically it can be used in other cases where someone might claim that that music is theirs, for you to not be able to defend yourself. Like, if you're not actively defending your copyright, basically the court won't care if there is an actual problem, like someone claiming that that piece of music is theirs. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works, but I heard something like that, and if that's the case, you really can't blame Nintendo that much. You have to blame the copyright laws for being so trash. The other problem is when random white noise in the background of something gets flagged as random sound effect number 488 due to the algorithm. Yeah, it sucks. But what can you do, right? Pretty much nothing. Especially because you're not only going against one big corporation, you're going against two big corporations, which is basically Twitch and Nintendo. So yeah, good luck trying to complain about that and being listened to. Oh man. Guess I'm gonna try this a couple times and then I'm going to World 1. Problem is that I need to go to World 1 and do it all over again because apparently there is no teleport that lets you go to where I wanna go. So I have to basically beat the whole game again, sorry, not the whole game again, the whole world again, to be able to reach the end of it. The good thing is that it's only World 1 and it's not that hard, so it shouldn't take too long to do. But at the same time, it's still kinda annoying. You know, I think it's less annoying than trying this, so I think I have a point there. Okay. The screen shake. I wonder, actually, is there a way to disable screen shake? Special jumping sounds. Oh, this is character specific. Special shooting graphics. No, this is for some characters. Online dead effects, I don't care. So there is no way, huh? Damn it. I really wanted for it to be a way to disable the screen shake because it really fucks you up. Like, because you don't know where to look for. And the thing is that this is not like, you know, in Touhou, for example, Touhou 8 specifically, which is Imperishable Night, there is a spell card from Marisa where she throws a giant laser called Master Spark that makes the whole screen shake. The problem is that the whole screen shakes while stars are shooting, right? The thing is about that spell card is that at least the whole difficulty of the spell card comes from the screen shake, right? So you don't really have to worry that much because it is intended that the difficulty comes from there. In this case though, the screen shake, I'm pretty sure that it's just intended as an effect and not as a difficulty enhancer. So basically the problem is that it makes patterns that are maybe not that hard, it makes them really hard. So for example, on my previous life that I died to a ring, that ring wouldn't have killed me if it wasn't for the screen shake, because I barely knew where that ring was while I was looking at the screen shake. So yeah, maybe they are intended as a difficulty enhancer, but honestly, with how hard the fight already is without the screen shake, I feel like it will be pretty weird if it was intentional. Then again, we're talking about a game that is constantly reminding you how much it hates you. So I wouldn't be that surprised if that was a part of the intended difficulty, right? Probably. I don't know. Damn, that was a lot of damage. I really wonder after Schoolman what fucked up pattern is waiting for me. Cause I know that Schoolman is definitely not the last thing in the fight. In fact, if I look this as you know, a pattern, I will say that... Wait, I wasn't looking at the screen because there was a frame drop and I was, you know, trying to not panic, in which I fail because I panicked anyways, but basically what I'm trying to say is that I'm pretty sure the next pattern after Schoolman is gonna be something like that double fight after Elecman. And if that's the case, then I really don't know what to do. It's just too hard. That's what I'm trying to say. Him. I screw up like crazy and somehow I'm still alive. Not for long though, but hey, it still counts. Wow. Nice RNG. Okay, I think I'm going back to World 1. Just to get the secret. Yeah, I'm pretty sad though that, as I say, there is no way to get back to that specific place in World 1. Like, you have to beat World 1 again. Then again, beating World 1 again might not be that hard. It might still be hard, yes, but I think it wouldn't be that bad. So I'm just gonna do that. I should switch to Boshy, I feel. Actually, no, I mean, we're talking about World 1 after all, so we might as well use any character. Like this. It's the one from Bubble Bubble. Pretty nice puzzle game, sorry. And he throws those balls. Let me, no, not do that. This. Save Ghastly for later. Wait, is this guy faster? No, I think I'm just dumber. Okay, never mind. Maybe he's not faster. So, World 1. Here we go. I should probably make a save on World 1. After all, you can just access it by this teleporter, right? Like, if I wanted to access this fight, you just go here, boss 7, and it basically takes you to this boss fight. Which is kinda great, because it takes you straight to this boss fight. So you don't need to worry about that corridor. Damn, the sound effects are pretty nice. Also, sometimes, when you do that, the music fucks up and doesn't play. I don't know why that is, but it happens. So yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure that by now you already know the music by pure memory, so the only thing you need to do is play it in your head. Okay. So, let's go to World 1. World 1, which again is here. Let's try not to die to the ceiling. That will be pretty nice. Damn, those 1,000 deaths are basically from World 7. Okay, damn. I didn't want to do this jump again though, but that's fine. I don't think it should be that hard after all the shit that I've done. Damn it. Nice. I'm a complete dumbass. Okay, let's forget that happened. That jump is still pretty hard to do though. That's fine. We only need to do this once. I think. I hope. Nice. That was a good jump. Nice. Gotcha. This almost feels nostalgic. Even though I played this like a couple days ago. Okay, what was the bait here? Something like that. Yeah, but I have to do it faster. Okay. At least the world isn't really long at all. It's basically just an introduction world after all. So it's supposed to be short and easy to consume, I guess you could say. Fuck. Remember this part though being the hardest in the world, in this world obviously. Which is because it's a long save section. That's why it's a little bit harder than the rest, but nothing too hard really. Ah, damn it. Nice. So I wonder... No, I think I already... Okay, that's the secret. Down there. Maybe I'm supposed to go down here to get the secret. Maybe not. I don't think I can go here anyways, but that elevator I think it's new. No, I can go there. I guess I will keep going then, right? I mean, if the secret is there, it's not like I did a lot to get there, so I don't think there's a problem, right? Actually, I can do both of these. Okay. I fucked up. Nice. So now we break this and jump here. Save point is there. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have skipped all of this with this. That's what the metal shear is for. The metal shear that I picked up. So you fell here and you only needed to use that. Okay, that's good to know. I forgot about that. Thankfully it didn't scare me. Not this time at least. So for that one I had to go to the left. And then there. And then run. As fast as I can. I say as fast as I can. That's not really fast. But that's fine. Okay, so. In between these two, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so I just gotta do this real fast. That's fine, I can do that. Damn it, fucked up. And if I'm not mistaken, this chase section is the last in the world, so... Like the last section in the world, I mean. Oh, I should have expected that. Damn it, I had to go inside. Almost got it. The good part about this is that even if the secret is on the chase or something like that, I can just go back. Actually, I can go back to wherever I want in this world. Because basically, with that metal shear before, I can just go back to the beginning without doing, you know, anything extraordinary. Nice. So, right here we have one secret to pick up, which is here, which is the rupees. This one is gonna be pretty easy since it's just talking to this guy.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. It's yours, my friend.
Okay. So what's this, I wonder? It's a pretty weird animation. Damn, Mr. Game & Watch. Alright. Here we can play as Mr. Game & Watch now. It's a little weird place to put Mr. Game & Watch. Nice. This is pretty well done. And I think the other secret is above here. Yeah, here it is. Oh, and there's also this shit, which you don't want to do. Okay. So for here I have to do this jump and then jump there. Like, is he... That running animation is pretty weird, I gotta say. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, you almost got me. So we have... This is a secret world, apparently. Oh, we have Mario. Well, at least I can jump on the enemies. This... I shouldn't have expected anything less, but... Okay, so we have an actual clone of Mario 1 World. Why are the pits black, though? Wait, what? So I can't jump on the Koopas? Alright. So it's pretty weird that they went with this song instead of the classic one, but you know. Wait, what happens with... Fuck. I thought that was the star. Maybe not. So maybe I will unlock Mario here? I mean, it's the... Okay. And I can pick up the coins without them killing me. Something's gonna kill me here, though. Something's gonna jump scare me here, right? Oh. Nice. No, you fucker. Damn it. Okay, let's try that again. The camera just fucked up, but I have Mario now. Okay. Well then, that was pretty interesting, to say the least. That was the secret, basically. Alright, now we have Mario. I don't think there was any other secret, so I guess we're fine. So basically I should save here. Actually, I should save up there. How do I even go up there? I have to jump from here, right? I have to go here and then here. That was bullshit. Okay. That's fine. I can do this. Wonder if you can still beat the world by going from here. Probably yes, right? There's something there. Oh, that's... yeah, the shortcut. Never mind. Okay. So first let's save here. Nice. So. Oh, there we go. So apparently the top kills you, but not the border in between them. Okay. So I guess this is everything we could do as a distraction before this boss right here. Which is pretty sad to see, I gotta say, because I wanted the secret to be a little bit longer so I could... Wait, who's this? Quote? Why is this unlocked? I don't remember unlocking this. But sure. And also we have Mario. Nice. There are only a couple ones left. Like we have... Isn't this Mario too? Like, no. Okay, maybe not. It looks like Mario though. But never mind. I think this one you unlock it by doing the secret world on World 7. Hey Thundit, how is it going? I actually got my boy Mario, got the secrets on the World 1. Basically I have Mario here and Mr. Game & Watch. Those, I'm pretty sure those are the only two secrets left on World 1, so it's pretty cool. And you got the rupee secret too? Yeah, it was Mr. Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch was the rupee secret, and Mario was the secret world secret, basically. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of the boss, though, I gotta say that, whew, what a challenge, huh? Like, this is some serious stuff. Like, this boss, Mega Man, is quite a douche, I gotta say. The good thing, got to Mega Man, yeah, I actually, you know, the past stream, which was also today, was like 3 hours and a half long. Basically, the whole stream was me trying to beat Mega Man. And guess what? I didn't beat it. So, I'm gonna try that. Because this fight is pretty fucked up. It's definitely not a joke at all. And I've been trying with... Wait, the music gets fucked up when you're on the warp world? Because this is the second time this happens. That the music just doesn't play. Is this a known bug? Or am I just unlucky? You can moonwalk the first part to do more damage to Mega Man. Problem is that I don't know how to moonwalk. Well, I can kinda do it in real life, but not here. How do you moonwalk? Is it a hard thing? You hold right first and then hold left. Oh, okay. Is that a bug? Because that doesn't sound intentional. Because I can do it the other way. Oh, I didn't want to go there. Damn it. Damn, that's pretty tight. So that means that I should... Fuck, not do that. It's used by speedrunners. Alright, that's pretty nice. A shame that apparently on the warp section the music bugged. which sucks. So basically, I can't listen to the music anymore. That's pretty sad. I guess I could use one of the CDs, but maybe if I try to use one of the CDs. Well, at least I can use this. How far did you get in Mega Man? I got to Schoolman. Schoolman, and that's pretty much it. I didn't even get to Schoolman in the sense that, you know, I seen Schoolman, but I died before I got there. Because I don't know how to dodge Mega Man's pattern right there. I don't know where the spot is. Damn it. I killed him before you even get to that part. Yeah, sadly I don't think I can do anything like that. I really don't think I can do... Oh look, I fix the music, although I think I only fix it for now. Which is gonna suck, probably. Yeah, it seems like the music gets bugged unless you do a reset like that. Damn, sadly Ghastly can't look the same way I look. That's part of the fight requires you to outdamage him or you die. Damn. That's a little bit harsh. That's basically mashing, huh? Damn it. Yeah, also I've been trying Ryu, but I feel like the problem with Ryu is that I can damage him in a lot of sections. Like, I can damage the other robot masters really quickly, but when it comes to actually damage Mega Man, you can up on the platforms for those bombs. Yeah, but the way I do it is I try to beat the bomb man first and then the flying guy. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, though. Is it? Damn it. You can still jump down though. Yeah, I guess. Also, is there a way for the music to not get bugged? Because it seems that when you're in the warp room and you try to go to a boss, it gets bugged. And it doesn't play unless you play another CD and then you play that again. Which is kinda whack. I don't really feel like, you know, using CDs every time the fight starts. Although I guess we can use some CDs instead of the actual boss fight. The problem is that the only CD that doesn't have copyright is this one. How is Ringman going? Ringman is a piece of shit. I don't know, I never tried it from the teleporter room. I guess maybe we could try this one slower. Yeah, that doesn't sound depressing at all. Damn it. Yeah. Sword, please. So, would you recommend using Ryu in this fight? Because, as I said before, it doesn't seem like I can damage Mega Man at all. Or, you know, except for that one pattern where he falls through the sky. Damn it. There is a transition strat that sets you up so you can kill a Ringman instantly if you mash well enough, but I don't think that will work in your case. No, don't use Ryu, damn. Because basically Ryu was the only way where I could get really fast kills with the Robot Masters. That's the problem. But it seems that you can damage Mega Man, which basically renders the whole thing pointless. Damn it. This fight is really hard. And look at what this dude is saying. Look at this pervert. Who is it going Aldo? Also, no, I'm not gonna pass you shit. Besides, you haven't even beat Sonic yet, so you can't claim anything. I mean, you don't even know how to get here in the first place, so you should be worrying about that instead of Facebook. Also, who the fuck uses Facebook anymore? Holy shit. That's in the past now. Everyone right now uses I wanna be the Boshy to communicate with others. You just go online and you communicate with people, right? You see me on the... Yeah, it was pretty tough. This fight is pretty tough. If you use Ryu, you might not even be able to do the final part of the fight, since you will lose out on a lot of damage. Hey AC Boshy, how is it going? I see. The problem is that Ryu seems to be, as I say, the only character that makes me kill Ringman in a reasonable amount of time. Damn it, I jumped into that ring. Yeah, Quadric and Nyan Cat seem to be the best. I check out the fight you're doing and it's not long, fortunately. Does Ness have any bonus? Pretty sure he doesn't, let me check. Ouch. Doesn't look like it. Seems like 90% of deaths on the flying guy are jumping into a ring or jumping into him. It's pretty hard. Hey, Oshi Night Killer, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Don't worry, it's gonna appear in the chat in a couple seconds. With Ringman you have to predict where he will go and shoot there. I also recommend dropping down when he gets close or you can get insta-give. Yeah, that's the problem. If I drop down, my damage is gonna be trash. Complete trash. More trash than it already is. So that's the problem. I won't kill him ever like that. It seems pretty hard. Where are you? Here. Okay. So I should change song, but problem is every song in this game gets claimed when I upload it to YouTube. It's no problem because, you know, the only thing that I cannot do there is monetizing the video, so I don't really care, but it's still whatever, YOLO. Where is... There we go, that's the one that I wanted. You predict when he's going to shoot and then drop before he gets too close. Okay. Tried out Camellia 3 and gave up on the first map, so I went on to Camellia 1 and it's pretty good. Okay, well at least you found something to play. Also, can you believe that this song is actually copyright? Like, a song that is sung by a person that is dead. I mean, I know that whoever owns the rights, like the company that produced the song, probably has copyrights to it, but still, that's pretty fucked up. What a piece of shit, okay. Back to... Another beginner tries Camellia 3. Back on Boshy now, even you gave up on the first screen. Damn. First screen is brutal if you're not used to finding it doesn't get any better either. Did you say one CD didn't have copyright? Yeah, this one. No, this. This is the one that doesn't have copyright. Apparently. I mean, I played this song and it never got claimed on YouTube. So I'm assuming that it doesn't have copyright. Any of the other ones I think they have. Even Chocolate Rain has copyright. Yes, sir, please. The controls are actually really good. They are the standard fan games controls. It's just really precise. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of getting used to it. Although it's mostly a matter of getting used to getting fucked on these games. Which is something that you learn pretty fast, but still. I guess Touhou prepares you really well to the ass beatings that this game really give out. But this fight is really draining my life force, I gotta say. Yes, as I said on the previous stream, right? This fight seems like the Mario fight. It has the same draining effect that the Mario fight had. Wow. Okay, that was pretty close. Damn, I didn't see that. Also, for anyone watching, remember that I'm having a little bit of troubles with the frame drops because my internet is trash, so if you see some buffering, it's because of that. It won't be anywhere all over the place though, but it's still gonna be there. So that's just like a warning if you see some buffering. Not fun options have a few frames of leeway, or frame pressure is a lot harder than it looks, but you get used to it and it becomes well consistent over time. You beat Cheetahman? Nice, good stuff. I wonder if Cheetahman is harder than this boss, because if it's easier than this boss, I might try that first, since it's actually a secret. Also, why the fuck does that idiot shells kazoo every time he gets killed? Cheetahman actually took me longer than any boss in Camilla 2 other than the final boss, which is just lovely, and no, Cheetahman are a lot harder probably. I see. Oh, you survived the fucking low Hadouken Ryu sense with the waves and shit. You just have to do short hops. Like, there's basically like 6 times where you have to jump. Like, it comes something like this, right? So basically every time there is a Hadouken higher than the floor, you do a short hop. Sometimes there are 2 in a row, so you have to do it kind of fast. I think you have to jump around 6 times. It looks hard, and it's kind of hard, but you get used to it pretty quickly, to that attack. You can even do it once, that's fine. You just have to do it relaxed, I guess. Damn, the frame rate again. Okay, let me... Holy shit, this is awful. Okay. Emergency. This is awful. Holy shit, how can you be so bad? I'm not even asking for a top tier next generation internet quality. I'm just asking for the bare minimum and I still get nothing. Damn it. Oh, I decreased the bitrate because I just gonna keep dropping frames if I keep it like that. Damn, I can't even talk. Jump at the right time at the specific height, it's something you need to get used to. Yeah, pretty much. I hope that the game doesn't look too bad now that I decreased the bitrate. Especially because I know that this fight has a lot of bullets at some point in time. So yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Damn, I fucked up twice in a row. Are you serious? That's 3 times in a row that I fuck up on that attack. I got cornered, fuck. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For that attack, the Shinku Hadoken on the Ryu fight, you should have to jump vertically, you don't need to jump and move horizontally. Which is the reason why people that speed kill that boss basically do it from right next to him. Because not only it's a static pattern, but you also don't need to do any horizontal movement. So if you can memorize the pattern good enough, you can basically dodge shit by being right next to him, which is great. Fuck. Okay, I think we're back now. Holy shit, can we get a stream without technical difficulties, please? No, that's too much to ask, right? Yeah, that's probably too much to ask. Well, what a shame. Honestly, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do with this kind of shit. It's just, you know... Just in case, I'm gonna tell it in chat, just in case anyone... Damn it. Can't believe it, dude. Oh, and it keeps fucking up. Holy shit. I don't think I might be able to stream for too long at this rate. It's just going... Like the connection is going to hell. The connection is just going to... Okay, here's the thing. I don't know for how long I will be able to do this. So if the stream suddenly ends, I'm not gonna restart it again. That's gonna be it. Cause it seems that internet is really not working right now. It's really deciding to be a piece of trash. See, when I say that I wanna change ISPs as soon as I can, I don't say it because I'm a perfectionist or anything like that. I say it because of shit like this, where it just stops working suddenly for no reason at all, and I can do shit about it. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable, but that's fine. And it doesn't help, like, to add to the frustration, I have to do this fight. Like, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Let's use some happy song, at least, to try and get the mood back. Probably not the best idea though, but... Also really hope that the bitrate doesn't make the stream look really pixelated, but can't promise anything at this point. I mean, I can't even promise the stream not cutting off, so yeah, I don't think I can promise the stream not looking pixelated. You say you already did an entire stream of Mega Man. Yeah, I did. I did an entire stream of Mega Man. It is basically already taking me probably 5 hours. This might be the 5th hour that I'm trying this. Can you somehow control the first wave of Hadouken Ryu Sense, because it often corners me? Yeah, it's aim. I really recommend going down for Ringman when he gets too close. Yeah, but I'm trying to do that, and it's still fucking me up one way or another. Like, I do that, but it's still... Eventually something kills me, like a random ring that I don't see or something like that. So it's not like I'm not trying to do that, but... If, you know, if Ringman himself or, you know, a sudden shot doesn't kill me, something else kills me. Okay, that works. So the question here is, where do I have to stand? Because I still haven't found out where to dodge this from. Well, that works, I guess. Yeah, I can use that. Oh, although I'm probably not supposed to dodge that one from there. As long as you're not right next to him, you still need to get good at dodging, of course, yeah. Damn, this shit again, holy shit. Yeah, this stream is gonna be riddled with frame drops, I'm sorry. I really can't do much about them. Like you're probably gonna experience a lot of buffering, I'm sorry. I really can't do anything about this. Sorry, that's what happens when you live in a piece of garbage city like this one. I can't do shit about that. You need to stay at the middle for this attack. You mean Schoolman attack? Yes, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I should have gone down there. Otherwise the rings of bullets are too dense. Yeah, that's what I thought. Also, is that place where I dodged the bullets on that Mega Man attack optimal? Ringman, I just went down every time. That's how you dodge Mega Man attack, yes? Okay, nice. Nice. Holy shit. Oh, come on. What a piece of shit. Okay. Damn, I almost got scared of Ghastly right there. You should only go up when he's not next to a platform, as he can instantly kill you there. Yeah, but I noticed that the throwing patterns, he doesn't always throw something when he's on this side. It's kind of like he does 2 loops and then he throws it on that side, and then 2 loops again, and then he throws it again. That's what I noticed. The long Hardon makes my computer suffer. I pass it twice but still hard. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's an easy pattern, although it's just a matter of getting used to it. Like, it seems that the time where he throws the rings is not complete RNG. It's actually a time pattern. Like the interval in between where he throws the rings, I'm pretty sure. Might be mistaken though, but that's what I observed. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, it still hurts. When he does throw it, you can go up since it spawns right next to you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to do like a combination of both. Like trying to shoot from the platform most of the time, and when I feel like he's gonna shoot, I just go to the bottom. So for example, right here is where I should go down, and now I can keep shooting from here. That's what I've seen. And now I have to go down again, and now I can. Yeah, that's basically what I mean. It's still pretty tight though. This music makes me crazy. Which one? You mean the one that I'm playing right here, or the one for Ryu? Because the one for Ryu is pretty nice. The one for Ryu is a pretty nice remix of the original song. I'm not sure, I just went down every time speedruns kill Ringman instantly so I can give my advice there. Next gap was the one you should have gone through. The next gap? So you mean that I should have waited? Also, let's change song. I don't think this is the best switch I can do. Wait, which one was this one again? To the right? Oh. So that means that I should have done it. I should have waited. Because if it is to the right, I probably should have waited to jump. Or not. Oh, you should have gone to the gap to the right, you were too far left. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Actually, this song is pretty nice. It's not too aggressive. Although it's pretty repetitive, I gotta say. But it could be worse. I wish the boss theme here would play. But it got bugged, so it can't play. Something that I'm pretty sad about. Damn, that ring fucked me up. It's Boshy time. Or is it going Riemann? It's also internet connection time, so if you wanna put FU ISPs, it will be deeply appreciated because they are fucking me up like crazy today. It's keyboard cat. I see. Well, it sounds pretty calm and relaxing too. Yeah, there we go. Fuck ISPs. Nice. Oh, those rings, what the fuck? What do you think? Damn, so you can instantly see when the stream starts buffering because you input that FUISP instantly. So does the buffer, like the buffering happening, basically happens instantly. Holy shit. Okay, I gotcha. What do you think of Mega Man so far? I really don't like it, I gotta say, because it's kind of like Mario where I don't feel like I'm fighting Mega Man. I'm just fighting like a recollection of bosses. Doesn't feel like a boss fight at all. I don't like that. And obviously the fact that the difficulty is really high doesn't help. So yeah, I will say that I don't like this boss, which is a shame because I really like Mega Man. But yeah, this boss doesn't do it for me. Damn it, I should have shown. We need a real Kirby boss fight. The fuck is Ryu doing on stage 2? Hey, he just wanted to fight. He's a world warrior. He really likes his fighting. But yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, he's a hobo after all. None of his fights really make sense. He just fights because that's the only thing he can do, being a hobo and all. So yeah, sadly the poor guy can't do anything else. The world bosses usually have nothing to do with the boss itself. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only one that had to do with the boss itself was Mario, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's the only one that made sense. Nice. Okay, so this was one to the right. I still fucked up, right? Was it still one to the right there? I don't know how I did it the first time. Oh, Mario was in Cheetahman War. Oh, I remember. Yeah. Wasn't looking. Okay. The actual Cheetahman and in World of Warcraft. Yeah. So, thank you, ASP. Really like you. Really like. Oh, I think it completely fucked up now. And this is terrible. Holy shit. I just want to warn you again in case you know, you don't remember, but if the stream suddenly cuts off again like it did, I'm not gonna come back because it's clear that internet is not working as it should, so I don't want to hold a stream that buffers every time. So yeah, if it completely cuts out again, I'm not gonna reset it, I'm just gonna end it. Yeah, and it's framed. On Rage mode, Mega Man has monstrous HP. And that's basically a mashing contest then, right? Probably is a mashing contest. Damn, he instantly shot at it there. Damn it, he bounced it. He has 200 health and if you don't kill him fast enough, he kills you. Damn. There are differences between the difficulty except the save points. It seems. And BBF had trouble killing him with normal Boshy on that mode since his bullets are so small. Yeah, I can see that. Damn it. Boss HP is double or triple on rage mode, easy mode has half HP, and easy mode has the easy mode blocks, and all of Mega Man stuff has a double, triple HP. Damn, that's just evil. You really have to be pretty hardcore to be wanting to play something like that. Which makes sense, but still. Damn, I didn't see that ring, fuck. So there's no difference between normal and hard. Not sure if everything has double HP, although Mega Man himself, I know for a fact, has double. The difference between normal and hard is that there are less saves on hard. Reaching 200% from the wiki. Which makes some platforming sections significantly harder. The final boss has triple HP, damn. And the Cheetah Man has monstrous HP on rage mode. Yeah, definitely rage mode is something that I wouldn't wanna try at all. I couldn't double sham there. Did I say that this fight was fucked up? Because it is pretty fucked up. Damn it. I fucking get. Problem with this music is that I have to enable every single time I enter the fight, and I really don't wanna be, you know, pressing the same button every time. Damn it. It's also impossible to get any quick kill on rage mode because of the HP. Yeah, I can see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Calm down. The worst problem is that, you know, I'm kinda losing concentration with all the frame drops that the stream has. So, and the worst part is that I have to enable music every time I enter the fight, because otherwise it will be like this. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to listen to literally nothing for background music. I mean, I know I don't want to, but yeah, pressing the music CDs twice to make the music appear is gonna be a pain in the ass. Damn it. I guess I could do it, but... And it only works if you do it on the boss itself. It doesn't work if you do it beforehand, which is also pretty fucked up. But I guess I can do it. I mean, it's just pressing two additional keys, that's it. And again, what I hate about this a lot is that the ring bounce physics is complete trash. Just like the bounce physics on the guy fight, on I Wanna Be the Guy. It's like the guys that make these games don't know how to make fucking functioning bounce physics. I mean, I get it that they aren't trivial and all you want to say, but still, holy shit. At least if you're gonna make something really hard and precise, make the physics just as precise. My fault. Fuck, I passed the map I was struggling on for an hour on Chameleon and pressed the suicide key. Damn. I can say a bouncy attack in this fight is not unfair. You can always read it from my experience. Sometimes it doesn't bounce properly. Let's see if I find an example here. Like sometimes, for example, it bounces on the wall and instead of bouncing diagonally, it bounces vertically and it gets stuck in a loop basically, and some other times it bounces in a direction that doesn't make sense. Like it bounces like right where it came from for no reason. It happens sometimes, it doesn't happen always. Like it doesn't always happen, but the fact that it sometimes happens is enough to be shit, because you cannot really take any chances here. You can just, you know, have to be really precise. And right here I don't see it happening. Like right there, for example. See that one on the bottom right? That one on the bottom right got completely fucked up. And if that happens, you can't do shit. You get killed most of the time because it's impossible to predict. That's my problem with this. Most of the time it works, but most of the time it's not enough. It has to work every single time. Otherwise it's just gonna be a piece of trash. I mean, if the fight wasn't as hard, it would be excusable. But right here it's not. Like the fight is hard enough. So if you have to worry about bugs like this, it's just... no. It might be some weird thing with the engine. Maybe. Did the one at the bottom hit two walls at the same time? The one at the bottom basically hit the platform from below, and instead of bouncing diagonally, started bouncing vertically, like this. And then it just fucked up on the rest of the trajectory, but the main problem is that it started bouncing vertically. If the physics work properly, I'm pretty sure it shouldn't bounce vertically at any point. Because the idea of those rings is that they are thrown diagonally for a reason. So bouncing vertically shouldn't happen. Could be something with the physics. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but what I know is that it's bad. And it's the same thing that happened with I Wanna Be the Guy on that bouncing bullet from the final boss, where sometimes the bullet just got stuck in the floor and you wouldn't be able to redirect it. Some other times it just did some unpredictable shit. Like, yeah, it just sucks when that happens. Let's get some music here. That was a mistake. That was a pretty big mistake. Probably best to stay away from the space below the platforms. Yeah, but sometimes when I'm dodging the bombs, I have to stay there, because otherwise I get killed by the explosion or something. So sadly I can't just stay away from there, which is my problem. And you know what also sucks? The electric bouncing. Sometimes they don't bounce and they go through the platform. I mean, when I'm fighting Ringman only. Yeah, the problem is that sometimes it happens even when it's not below there. That's the problem. It just tends to happen more often when it's there, but a lot of times it happens even above the platform. That's what sucks. Damn it, those rings. Holy. Oh, damn it. You know what's the problem with this? Is that, you know, someone say that if I get too stuck with this fight, I should probably try another fun game. Problem is that as I also said, if I do that, I'm probably not playing this one again, because I know how it goes when I usually leave a game. When I, stop playing a game that I was playing, I normally never come back to it. And I don't want that to happen here. The problem is that if I don't do that, I'm gonna be fighting these shitheads for a pretty long time. And I don't know if that's really interesting for anyone. And of course the ring from below is the one that kills me. Nice. Pretty close to ending the fight. It's only one more bosses, I think. Yeah, the problem is that it's just not easy at all to get there. Like, I got there a couple of times, but yeah, the main issue is getting there in the first place. That's just really, really hard. And this piece of shit is dropping frames again. Obviously, it's obviously dropping frames again. Why not? That's fine. It's okay. Focus. The stream is gonna still drop frames no matter what I do. So just focus on the fight. Ignore the frame drops. By the way, when I say ignore the frame drops, I'm talking to myself. I obviously don't expect you to ignore it, because I know how hard to ignore frame drops are. But yeah, talking to myself that I should ignore whenever the game sorry, not the game, the stream frame drops, because I just really can't do anything about it. Even knowing the fight is in a loop is still relieving. In a way, yes, it is relieving. I gotta say it is. If you could do Sonic and Mario, you can do Mega Man. Yeah, but I feel like Mega Man is just way harder than both of them. Because Mario was really hard, but the hard thing about Mario was literally just one attack. One attack that you could even, only do once. With this fight though, this fight has more than one hard attack. So I don't think it's on the same level as those two. Oof, I almost got killed there. See, there you have a ring that got bugged. That one that was bouncing vertically. That one was bugged. Although sometimes those bugs don't really are a problem, but some others they are. If you can do this fight, you will get a long break until final boss or cheetah man. Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, that moonwalk technique is something that it looks more like a bug than anything else, but it works. So I'm not complaining, especially with a fight as hard as this. I wasn't paying attention, damn it. Damn, having to activate the music every time is really a pain in the ass. But there's no other way apparently. It's a bug. If you start the boss fight from the boss room, from the teleporter room, you just cannot play the music. Unless you play one of the music CDs and then you cancel it. That's when it works. But it's still a pain in the ass to do. Because every time it starts I have to do this and then yeah, that. Pretty much. Wonder how the fuck speedrunners kill Ringman when he first spawns. I know that he doesn't have that much health if you kill him first. That's still a lot. And that bounce, holy shit. You play Camellia 1, I'm stuck on a map. Can find out the strat. I know I didn't. Damn it. And the fucking screen shake always fucks me up. I've seen, but it doesn't seem like there is a way to turn off the screen shake, right? Because it really fucks me up in this fight. Like the screen shake is really hard to fight against. Sometimes. Like it makes it really hard to see. Yeah, I already checked the options, but doesn't seem like there is, which is a shame because honestly the screen shake sometimes really throws you off. But I guess that's the idea after all. We got this shim here. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, that was bad. Oh, it worked still. Okay. Tim. Even being down there, all those rings are still everywhere. Holy shit, and he still killed me. Wow. And again it fucked me up. The damn screen shake. Also, I'm sorry that I really don't have any interesting commentary to do, but I'm pretty sure that everything I wanted to say about this fight, at least so far, like the parts that I played, I don't think I have anything else to say, so I'm really not sure what I could say. I mean, I could talk shit about ISPs, but I feel like that has been pretty overdone already, so yeah, I don't know. I reset it like an idiot. Talk shit about Toho 12. Problem is that I also already done that a lot. I don't even know what else to talk shit about that game. I think I already said. Well, the problem is that the only thing that I can talk shit about that game is the mechanics. I can't talk shit about the rest of the game because it's actually good. It's the mechanics the thing that actually makes it like pretty bad. Well, something that I haven't talked about too much is how shitty the power mechanic works there. I talk a lot about how much the UFOs suck, but I never talk about how much the power. Yeah, power system is trash. What's the problem with the mechanics? Oof. Here we go. Okay. So what's the problem with the mechanics on Toho 12? The problem with Toho 12 is that in order to get resources, which means lives and bombs, but more specifically lives, you need to catch these UFOs. What's an UFO, you will ask? And for that I will answer. There are little items floating around the screen, right, bouncing, and even if they do bounce in a straight way, like they bounce diagonal, but I mean like the trajectory isn't random, you still have to catch them while you're dodging thousands of bullets. So basically you're here trying to get the UFOs for the life fragment, because not every UFO is the same. You have red UFO, blue UFO, and the green UFO. If you want lives, you want the red UFO. The problem is that the UFOs, most of them change colors in between the flight. So the problem here basically is that a lot of times you will take time to catch one of these UFOs because you're dodging for your life, and you will end up catching the wrong color. And if you catch the wrong color, you basically have to recatch other 3 UFOs to get the bonus. Because here's the thing, the only way to get a bonus is by getting 3 UFOs of the same color, or 3 UFOs of different colors. The thing is, the blue UFO is completely useless for survival because it's for points, for scoring. The green UFO is not bad, but if you had to pick between life and bombs, most of the time you will pick lives. And the multicolor UFO is also useless because it's also for scoring. And frame drops. Frame drops, yeah. But aside from that, that's pretty much the problem here. So basically, if that wasn't enough, as who said that? Yeah, as AC Boshy said, you have one less bomb every time you die or every time you start the game. You have 2 bombs on stock. You don't have 3. You have 2. Unlike other games, right? So the problem there is that obviously you can bomb less, but even if that wasn't enough, every time you die you lose 1 full point of power. You know how in LoLK you only lose half a point? Well, in this game you lose a whole point, which basically means that dying here is basically unforgiving. If you die, you are at a huge disadvantage. Because here's the thing, if you die, you already have the punishment of losing a life. But here it's not only that, you also lose a significant amount of power, which makes every other pattern really hard to pass because you have to use less power than normal, so that means that you have to survive longer. So basically that spirals, like, you know, the spiral that you're seeing right there in the background, you're basically spiraling into a dead spiral, basically. Like, you die, you lose power, which makes you more prone to die. So yeah, all of that shit is what's wrong with that game. And it might not sound like too much, right? It might not sound too offensive, right? But let me tell you that it is. Obviously all of these problems, if you're a really good player, are not important because you probably don't even care about resources anyways, because you're already good enough to beat the game without resources. But we're talking about just a couple of people here that you can probably only count with the fingers on one hand, the amount of people that can beat UFO without using resources. And even those who can, it's not like they can do it every day of their lives. It's not like it's easy to do. Because that's another thing. If the mechanics were trash but the game was easy, like for example 10 Desires, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. The problem is that the game is actually hard. Probably one of the hardest. Like, just by looking at the patterns. So basically, not only you're fighting against a shitty mechanic system, but you're also fighting against really hard patterns. So yeah, that's basically what's wrong with Touhou 12. Hope I didn't bore you a lot, but that's pretty much the problem. Oh, bombs doesn't make you lose power, yeah, but it's not a bad point, but it's still, a bomb is never really better than a life fragment. That's how most of my UFO attempts end. It's pretty bad if you're playing normal. I will probably be going for no miss, no bomb bosses if I wanted to play that, so it wouldn't be a problem for me. Yeah, exactly. It's not a problem for people that don't use resources. The thing is, people who don't use resources are pretty much a pretty big minority. Like, that's the case in every Touhou game, right? But in a game like Touhou 12 that is already hard, like pattern-wise, it's not something that should be there. Like, you could probably put those mechanics in a game that was easier and it wouldn't be that offensive, right? Like, imagine if those mechanics were in, I don't know, a game like Touhou 4. Touhou 4 doesn't have that hard patterns, right? So if you have awful mechanics, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, because you probably wouldn't need that many resources anyways. So, yeah. But for 12, the patterns are definitely not easy. So, you're basically trying... It's like you're trying to play chess against a chess master while you are surfing on the sea or some shit like that. And the frame drops again. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is that Touhou 12 mechanics suck. I really like UFO. When you root well, you get a lot of resources. Yeah, but again, it's not ideal. You shouldn't require to go out of your way like that just to be able to, you know, have a shot at the game. Because obviously a lot of Touhou games are hard, but even with the Touhou games that are hard, more or less you can manage it with the mechanics that you got, right? Like, you don't need to go out of your way to do a no bomb or practice for no bomb to be able to compete. For Touhou 12 though, nah. If you don't know, the person that prefers trade dodging over other mechanics games, exactly, that's the problem. For people that only prefer dodging, those mechanics are super intrusive. Also, UFO has most scary car, fucking Fantastica. Oh, Byakuran's ulti. It's also LOL-K, if you want a free win, just use Raisin. Yeah, pretty much. In LOL-K, if you want a free win, just use Raisin, or alternatively you can also use an which is also the reason why I don't like LOL-K either. LOL-K is a game that, to me at least, is only a game that it's fun if you play point device. If you play legacy mode, it's just too hard. Then again, that might be an advantage for people that really like hard, like really hard stuff, right? But then again, remember that the people that can beat Touhou games on Lunatic without resources are in the very tiny minority. So I feel like, you know, sometimes you have to really balance out your game to make them, you know, fun for everyone. Resi also works in EDS because LOL-K is designed for point device. Yeah, that's the problem. LOL-K is designed for point device, so the only way to, you know, find that game beatable if you are not really good is by playing point device or using a character like Raisin that is absolutely broken. So yeah. That's the reason why I personally feel like LOL-K is not a good Touhou game. But you know, that's just me though. I mean, sometimes a game being hard is great because of the challenge and all that shit. But when the game can only be hard and there's no chance for people that are not that good at it. Like, I'm talking about series like Touhou that have always had game accessible for everyone. So the fact that a game comes out and it's only, you know, accessible for those who are really, really good at the game, I don't feel like it's worth it. I mean, if Touhou was known for not being accessible at all, it will make sense, but you basically have like more than 15 years of games that are accessible to everyone, and then you come with something like Touhou 12, Touhou 15, even Touhou 14 to some extent. I'm also used to I wanna be the guy funny, which is kind of the mentality I use in Touhou. In terms of parallel K, and for normal looks harder than most game on hard, pretty much. Okay, is only good once you really know it before it's trash. I don't know much about other difficulties, I play on Lunatic only. Well, pretty much it's like the problem with the difficulties in 15 is that there are some patterns in normal that are actually harder on normal. And this is not a joke or an exaggeration, that's actually true. Even though those patterns are not really that numerous, they are still there, like a lot of clone piece attacks. A lot of clone piece attacks are harder on normal. And that's because, for some reason, for those attacks, Sun thought that slower attacks mean easier. And that's only true for depending on the attack. Sometimes bullets being slower means that the attack is obviously gonna be harder. That's the big problem. Try some easy stuff in LoLK and it was incredibly easy compared to Lunatic. Yeah, easy is obviously easy. The real problem relies on normal. Like easy, no matter which game, is always gonna be easy. I think that's something that Sun consistently did. Make easy difficulties actually easy. So yeah. But the problem is that a lot of time easy difficulties don't allow you to unlock the extra stage, although I don't really remember which ones were the ones that did that. So like playing easy difficulty, sometimes the game themselves don't want you to play easy. The worst thing in LoLK is that a lot of stage chapters must be pixel perfect learn in order to get consistent. For one clear is not a problem. I mean, you don't normally try something like PDH and it was free. Yeah, no, I mean, not every pattern in normal is harder. Some patterns are harder. And those patterns are pretty specific. But still, what I'm trying to say is that the game is not well balanced. And even if that also happened in some previous Touhou games, it's way more apparent in a game like Touhou 15. Damn it. Also, Hardon-mode laser is way harder than Lunatic. I don't remember how that spell card was on hard. I always try to erase all of Doremi's spell cards and non-spells from my memory because they give me bad flashbacks. Doremi is like the perfect definition of a difficulty spike. On hard the blue bullets aimed after touching a wall. Damn. That's kinda evil, I gotta say. But yeah, basically the point is that mechanic wise both Touhou 12 and Touhou 15 are pretty whack. The difference is that Touhou 15 has a broken character that you can use to beat the game even if you're bad. Touhou 12 doesn't have that luxury, if you can call it luxury. So basically you're stuck with shitty mechanics and no way of actually, you know, beating the game without getting extremely good at it. There might be some, but overall Lunatic is still much harder from what most people say. Yeah, it is harder. Talking about people doing perfect no miss no bomb bosses. Well, I honestly don't watch other people play, so I wouldn't know. But Lunatic is always a pain to ongoing clear what other people may say. Yeah, well, except for Touhou 16. Touhou 16 is one of those games that even if you're complete trash at the game, if you use releases properly, you can smoke the game and you only need to worry about the final spell card. Touhou 16 is just completely free if you use releases. If you don't use releases though, good luck. But yeah, if you use releases, it's a pretty easy game, even on Lunatic. Or I should say especially on Lunatic, because on Lunatic you have a lot of bullets to farm release meter. I fucked up. The problem is not only releases the life system, you can get way too much lives for score. Yeah, that's also true. So pretty much, I will say that every Lunatic in Touhou is kinda hard to get, unless it's Touhou 16. Touhou 16 is a pretty nice exception. Well, nice, I guess you could say, but... But yeah, those are my complaints basically. But you know, I still enjoy the games. Just not on Lunatic. Like, I'm talking about specifically Touhou 12 and 15. Obviously for the other games I really enjoy them on Lunatic too. Damn, that fucking ring. It's a nice exception if you do bosses with no resources at all. No, Touhou 16 is extremely hard without... Well, not extremely hard, but it's a pretty hard game. It's a pretty hard game without release. I will say that it's on par pattern-wise with like Touhou 11 in terms of pattern difficulty. Extra lives are obtained by collecting 1-up items, which are dropped by the mid-boss of stage 3. Stage 5, extra lives are also awarded. Yeah, that's a lot of... Yeah, it's one of the easiest Touhou games, but as... Yeah, well... No, you really don't have to be a very experienced player to say that Touhou 16 is easy. The problem is, as Thundit says, if you use no resources, it is a pretty hard game. It is a pretty hard game for people that try to beat that game without any resource. Because let's not talk about, like, the final spell cards on that game are a complete nightmare. So there's also that to consider. If you do a no resource play, good luck trying to beat the final spells. So yeah, honestly, if you're looking for a challenge, I will say that Touhou 16 is a pretty good challenge if you don't use any resource. Like a pretty hard challenge, I should say. Damn, and the fucking ring fucked up there. Release it. He's talking about no resources. Check out Yatsushima where he puts out all his... He rates each game. Winter Final isn't that hard. Here are some of the final spell cards. RPDH 2.0, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically 16 is really easy with resources and really hard without resources. So honestly, Thunded, if you want a challenge akin to Toho 15, you can try Toho 16 without using any resource, and you will quickly realize that it's not that easy. It might not be as hard as 15, but just trying to do the final spell cards is enough to tell you that it's definitely not easy at all. The screen shake fucked me up again. Need to do ISC, no items first? Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. What do you think? Will PDH 3.0 in Toho 17? I honestly don't know. At this point it's impossible to know what Soon is gonna plan to do. But I'm expecting something a little bit hard. At least something. I don't know what, but since we're talking about Hell, and he likes making things, you know, regularly hard depending on the setting, I'm gonna assume that a lot of there's gonna be some spell cards, or maybe the final spell card is gonna be hard. Maybe I'm wrong, because again, it's impossible to predict what Soon is gonna do. But yeah, he might do something like that. Damn it. PDH 3.0 should be the final attack in the game as always. I think he will try something original for 17. Assuming there's gonna... so far there isn't anything interesting. I think there will be some stuff like Okina did in 16. It's a bit like PCB. First 3 stages are weird, then it gets insane. I don't know. I honestly think it's gonna be pretty similar to 16. I mean, the mechanics already scream a lot of 16 to me. And when I say they scream a lot of 16, I mean because of how unnecessary I feel they are. I also feel the release mechanic in 16 is unnecessary. But you know, you never know with Soon, it's impossible to guess. Or at least it's really hard to guess. I still hope to see Mima. Yeah, you can keep hoping because sadly it's not gonna happen. I mean, again, I wish it happened because I also like Mima a lot, but it's just not gonna happen. At this point, he had so many chances to include Mima and he didn't. And I'm pretty sure a character like Mima wouldn't be in Hell. And even if she was in Hell, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of more characters that Soon would like to introduce other than Mima. Which is a shame, honestly. Again, I really like Mima, don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna happen. Cause, fucker. Hey Gabby, what difficulty would you rate this boss if it were in Toho? You mean, the problem is that I can't really compare it to Toho because in Toho there's never a boss that is gonna be as hard as this. Like no matter what, because of the resources that you have. I mean, if you use no resources, I don't know, because I never tried using absolutely no resources in Lunatic, but what I can tell you is that this is really hard. I mean, I will probably be like, I don't know, it's just really hard to compare. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's pretty hard to compare Toho with I Wanna Be the Guy, except for the part where they both make you want to break something in half. That's something that they have in common. But other than that, they are pretty different to compare them like that. So I wouldn't know what to answer. It's not like I don't want to answer the question. I want to answer it, but I don't know how. Because they are just really, really different. Because even some lunatic stuff on Toho is not as hard as this boss. I feel like this boss is just something else. I wouldn't say it's PDH either, but I can tell you that it's pretty close. Well, honestly, see, that's the problem. I can't even say this is really close to PDH. Okay, did recover. So that basically happened automatically. Basically what happens is that it got disconnected for some seconds, long seconds, right? So OBS was like, okay, wait a second there, let me try to reconnect, and it actually reconnected. But it's still... I guess I'm gonna have to split this shit in like 3 parts or something. Yeah, OBS actually reconnecting, right? Damn it. Thing is not even close to PDH. I don't know, honestly, I wouldn't be able to know. The main problem is the length of some of the bosses and the fact that you can practice the later attacks. Yeah, pretty much. Again, sorry for the connections issues, but I really, like, trust me when I say I really can't do shit about this. I cannot. I already complained to the ISP about how trash they are, and they know they are trash. It's just that they can't do anything because the whole infrastructure, like the whole communication infrastructure in this city is complete trash. So it's not like, you know, they know they are trash, but they won't do shit. So honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm also sorry that I can't do anything. Wish I could. Damn, I got stepped on by Mega Man. Alright, so what we were saying about PDH, something about PDH being hard. What was it again? harder games I just make my own practice tools or use existing ones, because putting very difficult attack at the end that you can practice in good design. PDH versus this game, I think. The thing about PDH is that it's pretty hard to rate difficulty wise, because a lot of the times you will be like, I mean, I feel like PDH is more of a matter of luck than anything else. So honestly, I don't know, dude. Like, this doesn't look like a matter of luck. Like, this fight, I mean, doesn't look like I gotta get lucky. It just means that I gotta get good. Which is the reason why I don't feel like they are entirely comparable. Because honestly, they are just two beasts of their own. It can be since you get pretty consistent at PDH. I don't think I get pretty consistent at PDH, because sometimes I die right at the start of the third phase, and sometimes I get to the fourth phase. I definitely wouldn't call it consistent. Most of the times I just die at the It seems like it's back again. This is getting out of control. This is really getting out of control. Like, these disconnections are just insane. It's way easier to get consistent at this fight than at PDH. Because it takes at least a year of training for PDH. I don't know about that one. Been doing PDH for months and I'm playing it at 75 FPS now. We can probably go for no bombs. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that PDH is something else. I also know that this stream is going to the toilet. Holy shit. I just can't get... Just can't get a good connection, damn it. Today is definitely not my day, I gotta say. The problem about this is that, you know, this being live stream is not that bad. The real problem is trying to upload this. Like, that's the real problem here. Trying to upload this shit that basically, yeah, but it's 4 parts. Like, what the hell? 4 parts just for the same stream because my internet is trash. Like, really? They really have to do this? So yeah, it's just ridiculous, honestly. It's out of control. Maybe I just need to edit the parts all together, but I wanted to avoid doing that, but it seems that I have to do it. I have to do it because otherwise I don't want to upload so much shit. It honestly really sucks. Well, I guess it's a good idea to practice my editing skills, right? Because I never edited a video. Oh, let me just... Yeah. Yeah, I guess I should edit. Just use Windows Movie Maker. Does that come with Windows? With a dubstep intro? Yeah, I think I will pass on that. Does that come with Windows or do I have to buy it? I really don't feel like buying an editing program. I'm getting pretty good at editing after having today fun game platforming so much. Nice. With a gachi dubstep intro, now that we're talking. Now we're talking. Yeah, let's make a gachi muchi dubstep intro. That would be great. You don't have an editing program? No. Unless that movie maker comes with Windows, then no, I don't have an editing program because I don't like to edit videos. Feel like it's pretty, you know, demanding. I use Kdenlive since I'm on Linux. Boshy suggested Movie Maker, but I don't know if that's free with Windows or if you have to buy it separately. Also, a lot of people also use Sony Vegas, but that one is definitely something that you have to buy. Don't use Movie Maker? Okay, gotcha. Does DDC has more RNG than EOSD? I don't know, honestly. You can try Kdenlive if you want it works on Windows as well. Is it free? That's the main thing. Like, if it's free, I have no problem of trying it. But I really don't want to pay for an editing program. It's free and open source, nice. That's the kind of programs that I want to use. Because I'm a cheap ass. So he will come on this one and then throw it, okay. So the next two should be free. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Problem is that this one is not. Okay. Nice double KO. I really like that. Okay, so the question is right here. This is the jump. Like here. On the two last bullets. Seems like it is, right? Most of the programs I use are open source and free, nice. Shit, lol, you died. I really didn't want to get into editing, but I guess I will have to do it. Damn it. For the rings, it's similar to PC98. What do you mean? I don't think I quite understand. I haven't played enough PS98 Toho. Oh, I played a lot of PC98 Toho. Just don't know what you're trying to say. Damn it, come on. Damn, that ring almost fucked me up. Nice. Oh, I forgot that he did that. Fuck. It's been so long since I have gotten there that I forgot. Okay. Nice. So now comes this asshole. I should have waited a little bit more on the right there. Damn it. The big ring Schoolman sends. Oh, you mean Schoolman? They are similar to the ones at the end of stage 5 in LLS, yeah, and they also come back in extra station or stages. Yeah. That went pretty well, yeah. I mean, my main issue right here is Ringman. Ringman is the one that fucks up my existence. My whole existence is being mortified by that shithead. Also, something that I wanna see is how the fuck this looks. Because with this bitrate, I know that it probably doesn't look pretty ideal right now. Like, I'm watching my screen right now, right? I'm probably gonna get distracted like hell, but I really wanna see how it looks like. My own stream. No, I didn't mean to rickroll, damn it. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. I thought that it looked awful because of the bitrate. But it honestly doesn't look bad. I mean, the bitrate is pretty low. I think it's 2500 or some shit like that. But it honestly doesn't look bad. I mean, it might not look completely perfect, but it doesn't look bad. Which I'm glad. Yeah, it looks fine. I was afraid because honestly with this shitty connection I need to decrease the bitrate, but it honestly doesn't look that bad. I guess low bitrate only matters if you're playing Toho. With Toho this bitrate will make the stream look like shit. Because in Toho the amount of bullets on the screen and the resolution of the bullets on the screen is definitely not something that you can underestimate. And basically low bitrates in a Toho stream are not something that you wanna do. Do you see Mega Man up there? Yeah, it's the one throwing bombs. Yeah, I've seen it. Seems that it's back now. Yeah, I definitely will need to edit this somehow, because this is just not good. Like, imagine having to put 5 parts just for a fucking playthrough. Holy shit. And they are all there. That's the funniest part. They are all scattered like someone threw something to the ground. Holy shit, this is bad. This is really bad. So is this 6 parts now? No, I think it's 5. I don't even know. Don't worry though, I'm gonna make my best to make this only 1 part. Even if I suck at editing and it will probably look like trash, I'm gonna make sure that this is only 1 part, because making 6 parts is just... yeah, no. Just Red Mega Man Legends is the best of them all. Well, I mean, some people really like their obscure games. So, yeah. Nice. Wonder how the bitrate looks in this attack where there are bullets everywhere. Well, this I'm beating Ringman a lot more now. It looks good on that attack, thanks. Yeah, I wish I could, you know, stream without restarting every time. Thankfully the restart is actually automatic. If it wasn't automatic, I wouldn't have even bothered. I got pretty close. And it still fucked me up, damn it. Yeah. Thankfully you can see me die with every splash of blood being pretty clear on the screen, which is pretty nice. I really don't want to know what comes after school, man. It's probably gonna be some duo battle like that one with the bombs, right? And if that's the case, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Holy shit. Okay. Don't worry, in this game deaths are your score. Yeah, I guess you could say that I'm a score player by that standard. I'm a huge scorer. Yeah, I think every single one of us is a pretty good scorer in this game. Racing so hard I take bullets, yeah, right? I'm so good at grazing that the bullets actually hit me. Damn it. Get up there, you lazy fuck. Nice. What a piece of shit. Damn it. I think Celeste said it best, be proud of your death count. Cool. The problem is that what I don't feel proud about is my shitty internet, and that's something that I cannot change no matter what. Yeah, but I guess the death count shouldn't be a problem. My problem honestly is not the death count, my problem is the amount of time that I have to invest. Like, the amount of deaths is anecdotal at best, but the amount of time, I wouldn't say that's really anecdotal. Will you say Mega Man is harder than Sonic or Mario now? Yeah, it is. I mean, I say that since some time ago too, like, this boss is definitely harder than both Mega Man and, than Sonic and Mario. Like, no doubts about that. I mean, Mario didn't take me this long to complete, and again, the thing about Mario is that it only had one hard attack. And with Sonic, yeah, it was hard, but honestly, it wasn't this hard. And it makes it easier than Mario Maker though. Mario Maker. I know, but I'm interested what you think since you get a bit further. Yeah, I don't think getting a bit further now, like, even, let's say that this is not gonna happen, right? But let's say that I beat this in the next half an hour, right? Let's say that that happens. Even if that happened, I will still say that this is harder than Mario and Sonic. Because you just need to look at the amount of time that this is taking me. Just with that, I feel like that's fair enough to say that this is harder than those two fights. Because it's pretty much taking me more time than both of those fights combined. Didn't thought that that would happen for a fight before the final boss, but it seems that it is possible. And here is the proof. This was for something you had a strat that I told you. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess it's just a matter of seeing how will I do without knowing that strat, but the problem is that that is now impossible. If we could like go back in time and check that out, then I guess it will be worth checking out. But now that I already know how to do it, it's impossible to know if it will take longer or not. Besides, the thing here is that there is no real strat for this one. This one you have to get good, pretty much. I mean, yeah, you can say that killing the bomb man first is a strat, but a lot of things here is amazing now, huh? I think it resetted now, but yeah, this is just... Honestly, I'm wondering right now if it's actually my ISP or if this is OBS fault. So now it is 6 parts, it seems that it is 6 parts, yeah. Like, I actually wonder, because if this was my internet, why will OBS recover when it tries to reconnect? Like, this is pretty fishy, I will say. But honestly, the thing about OBS is that it's a program that everyone uses. So if it had problems like this, like if it was more, you know, known for problems like this, you could probably blame it. But a lot of people that use it don't really have this many problems. And most of the problems that they do have are because of the ISP, are not because of OBS itself. So honestly, I feel like yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was even gonna say, but fuck my ISP, that's for sure. Yeah, we're back. Is it going Tristan? Just so you know, in case you beat Mega Man and do World 8, there's one secret with save champs. You will see a bunch of saves and a chest at the end of the world you can miss. Okay. I'm gonna try to remember. Damn, this sounds pretty sad without music. Problem is having to put it every single time the fight starts manually. Nice. Okay. Damn it. What do you think about the Mario Secret World? It was pretty nice. It was pretty short though, but it was pretty nice, gotta say. I like the fact that you could go down the pipe and jump with a lot of those jump refreshers. That was a pretty nice detail. But yeah, it was kinda short. And the problem with it being short is that I wanted to play something to stop focusing so much on this fight, and I just couldn't. I think the only other thing you could do at the moment will be the cheetahman, and you probably don't want that yet. I definitely don't want that yet. Legman should shout soon each time you beat him. Soon? So maybe Legman is a Toho fan, is that what you're telling me? Oh, the Kassoon. But that's something that these dumbasses scream. Like the Bomb Man and the Ring Man. And when you kill them, they also scream that. Actually, no. That's what every one of them scream. You're right. Every robot master that gets defeated screams that. The greatest people on earth are Touhou fans who control the war from behind the curtains. Pretty sure we look at the curtains and we dodge them. But yeah. Yeah, from behind the curtains. Secretly. Damn it. Oki-chan? Who is Oki-chan? Oh, you mean Okina? Damn, Oki-chan. It's a nice nickname. Can Okina see through doors? I don't know. But I know she can open them. Pretty powerful ability, right? Opening doors. Also, speaking of Touhou, that parent that you say that looked like PC-98, instead of reminding me of the rings in Touhou 4, it actually reminds me of that Yumemi attack from Touhou 3. That one normal attack that she does oftentimes. Damn, Yumemi's a pretty hard boss, holy shit. Almost kills me, holy shit. Damn it. It's aimed in her fight? Yeah, it is aimed. You basically have to move right to left. That attack, I mean, it looked really good. At least we have no Sariel's bullshit. You know, the problem about this, I don't know, first of all, are we back? Are we back or not? Seems that we are, right? You know the problem with this, it's back. You know the problem with this is that every time this happens, it actually notifies followers. You know how annoying it is every 10 minutes to receive notification that someone is going online? Like, you know how annoying that is? And this is what's happening right now. See, if this didn't affect me, like if the only thing that this did was just restart the stream, wouldn't be that much of a problem. But as I say, like you know how annoying it is for everyone to receive a notification each time this shit disconnects? It's just insane. I don't know how many parts it is, and at this point I'm just tired. Like, honestly, I might just end the stream here, because this is just getting to a point where it might hurt my channel more than anything. Because I wouldn't blame anyone that will be like, damn, this dude is giving me notifications every 10 minutes, what a piece of shit. And then they will unfollow. I mean, honestly, I will totally understand that. So basically I don't think that streaming like this is making me any favors. So basically what I'm trying to say is, yeah, there's no way for me to gain anything from keep the stream. I should probably continue this tomorrow, honestly. It's a shame and I don't want to do it because I really wanted to keep trying this. But at this point, with all these disconnections, it's just ridiculous, dude. Like, imagine what's gonna be editing all of this shit. That will be ridiculous. I think this is just too much. I think I'm just gonna leave this fight for tomorrow, because having, like, really every time I die or something happens, I look straight to the OBS window, and that's just something that I don't want to. Like, I'm not really worried about the fight right now. I'm worried that the stream actually works. So in these conditions, I don't feel like, you know, it's just too bad. This stream is just, like, the connection is just trash. Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, if you give me a decent internet connection, I have no problem to keep going. But fiber till is complete trash. Yes, that's the name of the ISP, by the way. It's complete garbage. Trash, the worst that it can be. It already sounds like trash. Yeah, exactly. I know that. And you want me to keep streaming on those conditions? Like, hell no. And then having to edit all this shit? Like, nah. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, I might give it a couple more tries. Maybe I'm gonna try to beat Ringman once more, and after that I'm just gonna end the stream, because this is just, like, unacceptable. This is the kind of shit that makes me regret being stuck in this city. And it's not like this is free, right? Like, I'm not paying for a chip service and they still give you a chip service. It's always the same with this kind of companies. What the hell? What am I reading in chat right now? Why would you say that about Mega Man? I mean, he's a robot. I don't think that will matter to him. You remember the Useful Wars? Why will Mega Man be a version? I mean, he's a robot. I don't think he has to worry about that. I don't think he has anything down there anyways. He's not fighting himself. Why would he want to fight himself? You can fight Mega Man with Mega Man, because it's the Mega Man boss fight. Yeah. Although I still am more concerned about what Aldo say. Like, he basically say that one cannot download porn without interruptions, right? Now my real question is, why would you download that? There's no way to there's no reason. The only thing that you gain from downloading that is someone accidentally opening those files and you looking like a complete degenerate. Why don't you just watch it online? No need to download. You say I should remember that you can fight him as Mega Man. Yeah, you can fight him as Mega Man, but honestly, that wouldn't give me any benefits other than, you know, making Mega Man fight Mega Man. I guess you could say no one knows you better than yourself, right? So maybe if I play as Mega Man, he's gonna have an advantage, right? That will be pretty neat. Damn, and it seems that I can even get close to Ringman, so this might be a problem. Okay, there's Ringman at least. I think it might be a good time to end the stream, right? Today has definitely not been my day, I gotta say. This day has took any opportunity to fuck me up in some way, I gotta say. So yeah, fuck this day, honestly. It belongs in the dumpster. Thankfully, it's almost over, so there's that. But still. Hug the bullet? Is that a new photo game? I died at least 50 times to Rio Big Hadouken today. A good day. Did you beat him in the end? Or are you still trying? Didn't get past the car attack. Oh. For that one, I will recommend you to be as close to Rio as you can. Just remember that when he jumps away, you shouldn't step on when he previously was, because you're gonna get killed by an invisible hitbot for some reason, so don't do that. But that attack with the cars is a lot better to do when you're right next to him. So yeah, there's that. Nice. Nice. Also nice. I'm gonna try that out tomorrow. Yeah, it's a pretty good strat because not only you get to dodge most of that shit, but you also deal a lot of damage to him. So that's what's the best thing about that. I didn't double sham, what an idiot. You know, maybe, who knows, I might have been able to defeat this boss today if it wasn't for all these connection distractions. Probably not, but yeah, I don't know. All I know is that, yeah, this day has been less than ideal. That's what I know. Hopefully tomorrow isn't a repetition of this day, because it might as well be with how shit internet is. I hope not, but you never know. Damn, another ring that gets fucked up. Okay, I think this is enough for today. So, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. I mean, if I don't end the stream here, it will probably disconnect anyway, so there wouldn't be that much of a difference. Anyways, yeah, I wanna thank everyone a lot for watching. Sorry for the connection problems, but again, nothing I can do. And I'll be seeing you on the next stream, so take care, everyone. Good luck with the boss in the future. Thanks.